This is the 2.4.2 full patch notes and whatever review. And at the end, I'll show footage of my biopsy and CT scan because I finally got it on a disc. And I removed all the pertinent personal information, such as my age. Just know that I am very young. So if you catch any numbers that I didn't remove, those are all fake. Okay? So this is the 2.4.2 update. It's going to be a very controversial patch because it buffs whales, and they're indicating that they're going to buff whales even more. So whether people discuss it on Discord, people are say dooming and saying paid to win or saying it's not paid to win since it's a single player game. Let me know your thoughts down below. I'll go into how it's a whale buff when I get to it. So this is a new character. Again, I rate her kit. I'm gonna do a full review when she releases. She's probably gonna end up B tier unless she's very inflexible, in which case I'll put her C tier. She cannot go into A tier because of my tier list, the way it's set up. There are too many good units in A tier already. Let me just switch over here. Just iterate one more time. My tier list is based on relative. You cannot argue that she's better than any of these current A tier supports. So Caster, Murphy, Miriam, Ramona, Winkle, Horla, these are all units that are universal. Meaning, what does that mean? It means that you can use them in practically any specific team. Zoo is a more niche team without a lot of poison supports. Now, her con stat is very high. That ultimately is going to decide whether she ends up in B or C tier. So, let's go into her, why are we on her kit? I don't know, my brain's just everywhere at this moment, sorry. Just reviewed the CT scan, I recorded footage for that. So, Magnolia's Lure. Sorry, I'm Asian. Sorry, I'm Asian. So, damage amp. Poison trigger effect caused by wielders. First time to trigger, so it's basically exclusive for her because she's the only one that has resonance at the moment. Fixed poison and poison triggered effect. Like, one of the things I'm theory crafting is you can probably use her wheel and her SR wheel on GDAW as an alternative if you don't have plus 12 in calc yet. But, yeah, this is just basic stuff. This posse is good. This is another good posse. This is one of the better posses. This is a universal posse. Why? It's an Irith posse. We don't have enough of those, especially in D-Tide. Everyone uses Mouse Wisdom, Sea Festival, etc. All these gain a riff. Fucking posses are really good. This will probably replace my, it might or may not replace the Lily Wheel I currently use in my GDAL team. It remains to be seen, but this is a really good posse for her, especially. This is the login rewards, just 10 pulls. Why not? So this is the controversial bit, okay? The big controversial bit everyone's been talking about. So the plus 12 buffs. They're going to buff plus 12 units. Now, right now, it's only the welfare units. Right now, it is only the welfare units. But on Discord, if you go on Discord, I'm too lazy to pull up right now. They said that expect more to come, blah, blah, blah. They teased that they're going to make more of these. So whether they're going to just make it for the standard Awakers. But let's be honest here. They said the same thing about the JP situation a couple of months ago. And I do not hold back when talking about developers, whether it's ZZN or Morimens. You can go back through the history of every comment Light or development team has made. More often than not, if it would make them more money in the long run, they will change their minds or what some people use the term lie. Now, unequivocally, if you were to compare past statements to the current situation of the game, without a doubt, they have quote-unquote lied, or maybe the development plan has changed. Because remember, go to my development history overview. Go to the big drama a couple months ago when the JP version released. Watch my old videos. They have stated that the JP changes will not come to NA. They will be maintained separate versions of the game. With Annie, this has been proven to be unequivocally a lie. They said that the story mode will not be nerfed because the JP version, everything was nerfed. Standard version, etc., etc., etc. What happened during Annie? The JP blue changes were implemented in G Murphy's kit. What else happened in Annie that proved it a lie? All of the buffs to limited awakers that were in JP happened to NA. What about all the wheels and art designs of JP? All those wheels are now in NA. What happened to, let's say, Divine Acor, all those nerfs, buffs? Oh yeah, the story mode nerf that happened in JP. What happened when it came to NA? In Annie, they nerfed the story version because it was too hard to get paying customers in the door. So these are just some of my other examples. Other examples are, Light mentioned back in April, they do not plan to make new covenants in Discord in the Chinese. I discussed that months ago. What happened in Annie? We got 3 new covenants. Granted, they were not that good. So, they said that expect more. Okay, we can expect more plus 12 buffs to standard units. That's a given in the future. What else can we expect? Eventually, they're going to have to buff plus 12 limited units to make more money. It's a gotcha game, guys. Anyone who doubts this, you're a fucking ultra player. You're fucking retarded, dude. They want money. It's clear based on this is another avenue of strength. So, based on that tease, do not be surprised a year from now, maybe even faster, that we're going to get plus 12 unit buffs that only applies to them at plus 12. Okay? They will say, I will predict, they will say people are going to raise an outrage. People are raising a small outrage on Discord right now. They will come out and say that they will never ever do it to limited units. And sometimes they do hold true to their promise. Now, back when the game was about to EOS last year, they were planning on having plus 20. Okay? Big outcry, they never did this. So maybe this is another avenue. Not pushing plus 20, but pushing more players to plus 12. Okay? Now, granted, nothing indicates that they're doing it now. But based on anyone with half a brain, anyone who breathes, they've opened this whole can of worms with plus 12 buffs. This whole can of worms, okay? So, that's probably the direction the game is going in. Whether you like it or not, this is the direction. So, let's go over all the welfare units plus 12 kits. Now, Ramona. This increased base damage by 10%. First Doctrine, I think, is her rouse. It's nice. But again, she's a pretty niche unit, and she's pretty hard locked behind levels. Your count level has to be very high. By the time you have plus 12 Ramona, you will have already 5 to 10 teams already without Ramona as carry. Worthless. This one is good. This one is good. You're able to activate if you're playing DPS Ramona. DPS Ramona is pretty niche because, everyone has limited units. So, it's pretty good. This one's good. Deathless Loyalty. Ogier, big buff. So this is the DR trigger Ogier. So probably you can use Ogier more comfortably in a Manchette team. Because if the DR Exalt generates 3 times temporary strafe instead. So you put a DR, you die on Ogier. So blah blah blah. Boom. It's a Ogier buff in a Manchette team or teams where you die. So base stall. Okay. This is pretty garbage. Her strike and defense remains to be seen the actual values, but her strike, everyone knows her stats are fucking dog shit, dude. So unless they have a special indicator where it doesn't scale off her stats. So Lotan's already good, her percent damage. So this is basically her image relic in her kit now. So it's just after rouse, it just buffs the DPS strike Lotan. No one. only like 2 people on Discord plays Strike Lotan, dude. Only like 2 people on Discord. And I think one of them quit the game or just taking a break from the game. So one person plays this comp on Discord. It works. It's just they're better teams than it. So Erica. Electrical each time it's used. Oh, this is really good. This is a buff to Erica on a stall caster team. This is very good. It will probably bump her up a tier, but I'm not gonna bump her up a tier. Why? This is a plus 12. By the time you get this plus number, don't be fooled. This is not a buff to them. This is only a buff when they hit plus 12. Okay, this is the problem. Like you think, oh, this is a buff to all their base kit. No. You get this when they're plus 12. So if you're a new player, forget about this for a year. Remember, it takes a while to get these welfare units plus 12. You're gated by monthly. So yeah, this is not a real buff in my mind. It's controversial, I know, like all those fucking retards who don't think Monchette is C tier. But yeah, this is not gonna factor in on my tier list. This is plus 12. I'm sorry. On the whale tier list, sure. On the plus 12 whale tier list, I'll probably bump them up. Probably not, because compared to limited units plus 12, they're not that strong. But this is probably the strongest buff out of all of them. The Erica buff is probably the strongest, without question here. Without question, the Erica buff is the strongest. Because this is self-proliferation. This is the fucking strike. Yeah, this is whatever. This is just a strike card. If it's her Gland Division card and whatever, sure. But, no one's running fucking double strike on Narita. You're going to have one of her strikes. This takes place once every 2 to 3 turns. What are you talking about, guys? This takes place once every 2 to 3 turns. You only have one of her strike cards. And her glands, as far as I'm concerned, do not count as a strike. Let me double check, because unlike other content creators, I double check everything. And I don't make fucking review videos. I do pre-release review videos for the characters is released. Actually play the characters themselves instead of, theory crafting on paper with wrong information. Someone linked me it. It was so fucking bad. Awful, dude. So, yeah. Gland Division does not count as strike. I just checked it. Yeah. So, yeah. Orita Strike does pierce damage. Yeah, this takes into effect every 2 to 3 turns. Like, come on. Eye of Eternity costs next defense played by Aegis to trigger 3 times. Yeah, this is awesome. Yeah, okay. These effects don't matter. You can just ignore them. These last 2 effects don't matter with the Aegis Arita. They're still really good. Let me show you how much they don't matter, okay? I use Arita for A5 every month since I started playing the game for Jellet. Let me go into it. Okay, let me go into it. Boom. Okay, let's see her Rita's defense. I granted I didn't level up, but yeah, it's two shield each. Yeah. I sell this card immediately. Okay, everyone I coach, I recommend selling this card immediately. It scales off her defense, and you're not gonna level up Arita. Okay, I have her level 70 because it's plus 12 effect Arita. So this is level 70 Arita. 18 shield. I'm not gonna use these mats. I'm not fucking retarded to level this shit up, dude. Like, holy shit. Okay, this takes place 3 times. So let's say I have it fully leveled up. Let's say it's 25 shields. Wow, 75 shields. If you happen to have her defense in hand, and then sell this piece of shit as soon as you get it. Okay, oh, amazing. Amazing. Yeah. That's good. That these 2 are fucking worthless, okay? These 2 are fucking worthless. Arita and Aegis, they're both really good units, but this plus tool effect is fucking worthless. Like, what's a good effect? Lotan is good, Erica is good, both Ramona is good, and Ogier is good. These characters, their plus 12s are quite good. So, let's go on to the next. Quality of life updates is just more silver from unlocking Wheel Destiny and Covenants. And this is... Okay. Okay, I know this is going to be very popular. Because so many fucking gooners watch my videos. And as I say every time this is brought up, don't you fucking lie to me. You fucking pieces of shit degenerates. You guys should belong in fucking what's the fucking term for it? Sorry, I'm very young. Horny jail. Yeah, you guys should fucking be committed to fucking horny jail. You know why? I have ad metrics, dude. I have ad metrics on my channel. I went over it on my scam video on how you can block certain ads from appearing. I can actually see what ads you guys fucking click on. I'm also sponsored by certain people. So I know what ads you fucking click on that pops up in YouTube, that pops up in the watch page. And more than half of my ad revenue, granted, it could be that they just pay me more. I can see how much ad revenue each ad generates, which means you guys are interacting with these ads. You know what generates the most revenue for my channel? These fucking AI dating bots, these e-girl dating ads, these fucking anything involving dating. That's the most popular category on my fucking channel. These AI chatbots and fucking dating shit, yeah, dude. Anything that remotely involves the touch of an anime girl, anything that remotely hints a whiff of an anime girl, you guys click on it. That's where most of my money comes up from my channel, dude. So yeah, horizontal art preview. This is not going to affect me. Mobile users can now rotate their devices to enjoy high definition horizontal views of Awakener character arc and Wheel of Destiny illustrations within the details interface. Yeah. This does not matter to me. This does not matter to me at all. This does not matter to me at all, regardless. Like, but to you guys, this is like the holy grail. Oh my gosh. I can look at fucking, what's a popular waifu? Let me go, what's my tier list again? Let me go view fucking Daffodil's model in fucking high definition on my phone while I'm in class or on the bus. You fucking degenerates. I'm sorry this is off tangent. But when I read this, I think to myself, just like to see ZZN dating stuff. How the developers keep making more dating shit for ZZN and all the other gachas and fucking Girls Frontline, all the fucking dorm interactions. I'm like, who's asking for this? And I go on the Reddit of those sites. I'm like, oh my gosh, waifu, I spend fucking 5 hours a day fucking beating my meat off. Like, this is for you guys. I thought those of you guys who watched my videos are just for the rage or just for the unit reviews, but seeing the metrics of all you fucking degenerates clicking on those dating ads broke my faith in the gacha community. So yeah, horizontal art preview. This is the most important thing. Why was I even talking about Kit and the controversy? This is the only controversy you guys deserve, right? This is the only controversy every one of you guys deserve. This is all you guys are gonna talk about this. The metrics don't fucking lie, okay? And none of you guys are watching educational ads. You know what? Another ad I let run on my YouTube? All those going back to school ads. All those apply to an online college and, apply yourself, learn some new skills. You know how much of you click on those ads? Under 5%. Under 5%, okay? It makes no money. All those Phoenix Education, all those fucking college ads. Yeah, none of you guys care about those ads. You guys care about this. None of you guys care about education, money, finance. You care about AI waifus and anime girls, okay? So yeah, let's go on to the second part of the video now. I was debating making a whole separate video for the CT scan or including it in my fucking Zoo Awakener. Okay, my editor already made a thumbnail for my Monchette review video. Because I have these pre-made before the review. Again, don't pay attention to thumbnails. Thumbnails are just for people to click on the video, okay? But this is the CT scan and the biopsy data. You can't really make heads or tails about it. I did have the highlights of the lump or the tumor, as they are calling it, or whatever, in the below the parotid gland. It's around the parotid area, and it spreads to some other places. I don't know. I don't have heads or tails, but I have a pretty sexy skeleton, as you see. A pretty sexy skeleton. I'm actually just recording audio separately. I'm not going to include... Maybe I'll include this at the very end of the Munchette video, or very beginning. I'm not Munchette. Fucking Zoo video. But, yeah, in case you're curious, this is it. I have surgery after my Awakener review. After my Awakener review is sometime in a few days, or maybe a week after. I'm unsure. I haven't called the thing to confirm. There's 2 dates I marked on my calendar. I completely forgot which one's which. I think I have surgery on the 27th, and the post-op is on Feb 9th. Or the pre-op, I just go in and check up before the surgery on January 27th, and then I have the actual surgery Feb 9th. So it's either surgery on the 27th or on the 9th. I'll find out when I get there, because I'm too lazy to actually question it. I'm going to show up. If they do the surgery, I'll post an update on the YouTube. If you guys don't hear from me, I'm dead. But yeah, it's a very low chance of death, according to them. Okay, it's a very low chance of death. There is a chance, as you can see from the images or whatnot, that where it's located, there is complications of me bleeding out on the operating table. It is very unlikely, though. Under 5%. And Google says is 0.5%. Google says it's 0.5%. They said it's around 4 to 5%, the doctor. I'm going off of their numbers. But Google says it's 0.5 to 2.5%. But they're also factoring accounts such as age and present illness. I am anemic, in case you guys don't know. I am anemic, so could bleed out. Unlikely. I'll win. So anyway, I have a surgery soon, so I'll get this lump removed. I'll ask them to fucking take a picture of the lump after they removed it. Because I tried getting them to keep the lump, but I'm going to a private Catholic hospital system, because I'm a Catholic. Big surprise. The Vietnamese immigrant is Catholic. It's a big surprise. I wonder how that came to be. I wonder how the Vietnamese community were helped by Catholics when they came over to the United States and integrate and have a community and paid for my education, paid for my high school, paid for my master's, paid for everything. The church system helped me a lot and helped my family. And Catholics were the only one that helped a lot of Vietnamese immigrants come over. So that's why I'm Catholic. A big surprise there. I didn't receive a big revelation. Okay? I don't have any of those nice origin stories. It's just the Catholics helped us out. We were Catholic. And I know a lot of people in my church. And I'm Catholic. If I was born an atheist, I would be an atheist. If I was born a Viking, I would commit to being a Viking, okay? It has nothing to do with faith. It's about the community and the help support system to help me, okay? Now, would I go sign up for a crusade as a Catholic? Why am I even still talking about this? I like going off tangent, okay? If they call me to go on a crusade, okay, reconquer the Holy Lands, I think that would be a cool system. Now, if I was born a Viking, I would also go on the raids. It's all about the communities and the bonds we foster, okay? I stay with my community. There's no reason to leave. Even if I somehow don't believe, there's no reason to leave. There's no benefit to being atheist, okay? There's no benefit. Because what if you're wrong? If I die in surgery, like God is gonna be like, oh, you're an atheist, huh? You're an atheist, huh? Well, yeah, that would be bad. Now, what changes if I became an atheist and I do the surgery and die? Nothing. Nothing happens. I die. I don't even know I die if I was an atheist, and that turned out to be true. Now, if it somehow turns out, if I die, and the afterlife was like a Norse mythology and all of that shit, and the Vikings were right all along, I'll somehow convince the Valkyries that I died in glorious battle with the surgeon. I'm like, yeah, this counts as dying in battle, right? I battle these ultra players. I battle online every day. Back in the World of Warcraft days. Okay, I battle these raid bosses. This got to count for something, Valkyries. Now, if Buddhism is correct, I want to be reincarnated. I don't believe in annihilation. I study a lot of religions in my free time, in case you don't realize this. That'd be neat too. The worst case scenario, the worst case scenario of a religion that turns out to be correct if I do die, is what's the worst afterlife? The worst afterlife that I can't be admitted into. Okay, I can't think of any. I think I'll be able to convince my way. I have a skill set. Okay, I have a skill set. I can be their own prophet. Okay, if it turns out the Warhammer universe is correct and is the Chaos Gods, I'll be the best Chaos Warrior or priest or fucking preacher they'll ever have. Okay, if I'm in hell, I'll fucking help out Satan. Okay, I can convince all of you guys to join me. Probably. So if I hear demonic whispers from the void claiming it's me, give in.